Now see, that's love. Every time I do a video, Beatrix Kiddo jumps up here and just, she sleeps there. I mean, usually she's watching me, but sometimes she just goes ahead and sleeps, you know? And is that wonderful? She's just keeping me company. I love that. Hey guys, Sleep Grandma here. Um, if you like my videos, please give me a thumbs up, make a comment, and please subscribe. I talk about all different kinds of topics. I also make sleep videos, and I'm just talking about my experiences and how I've worked through certain stuff that's going on in my life. Oh, my cat always wants to crawl up here when I'm doing videos. Anyway, I'm going to open my God box. I haven't opened it in a long time. Now, this is not my idea. This is an original idea of Alcoholics Anonymous, okay? You get any box, and I mean any box. I don't even know where I got this box, but it is, it has a little slit at the side. I've shown this before in previous videos, but a little slit at the side. You take a little piece of paper, you write down whatever your worry is, and you pray over it, and then you put it in your God box and give it to God. Okay, I'm going to do another video on God. I'm not going to quote anything from the Bible. I'm just going to tell you my experience with my God, okay? Anyway, so let's open this box and see what's in there. Oh my gosh, let's see. This is interesting. Now let's see how many things I've resolved, because I know that the last time I opened my God box, I took 16 things out that had resolved, that God took care of for me. So let's see. So some of these things are really personal, of course. And I was looking through them, and some of them have resolved. I'll read you this one. It says for me to please remove my anger against, and I'm not going to reveal the name, and woo. Anyway, so that one has been really removed. Now that one I have a couple of times in there, and that's great because it's gotten a lot better. Thank God. I've worked on it too, though. It's not just by osmosis, okay? This one is to improve relationships between two people and me, so that one's resolved. Let's see here. This one, to forgive someone that hurt me very badly for a long time. That one's resolved. I've forgiven that person. I really have worked my way where it doesn't even matter anymore. Thank you, Lord. Now this one is my friend that passed away from cancer, Carrie's life quality. Well, she's with God now. She's with him. She's with my Father Jehovah, so that's wonderful. I have to accept God's will. Let's see. This one is, now some are ongoing, like to protect someone that needs protection because they're unfortunately ended up in jail, so they really need protection. This one's to show my my brother mercy and grace. I'll leave that one in there. Please show him mercy and grace and find his way. My daughter's health issues. Let's see here. Just different things that I worry about, and I just, write them down, pray over them on my knees, and ask God to please, ask Jehovah to please resolve those issues for me. I also have this in there, thy will be done, for me to be more accepting of as well. Because, a lot of times my answer is not his answer. And I have found a lot that if this says, please remove all the pain that so-and-so caused me and the trauma, okay, I do want that removed. Here's another person. I'm praying for another person to get sober, another family member. I won't say the name. But, yes, just to please I'm praying for this person to get out of jail soon because they don't deserve to be there. But you know, our judicial system. Just different things that have happened. But you know, this is a really good idea, guys, to get it out of you so you can stop worrying about it and obsessing over it and feeling like it's all up to you to do something. Give it to God. Put it in your God box. And then you just leave it there. Just let it go. And then you come back, I don't know. I think the last time I opened this was like 2 months ago, maybe 3 months ago. And I took 16 things out of it that had resolved. I'm going to continue to look through. Let's see, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things so far. So let me continue to look through it, and I'll let you know. So yeah, I took about 8 more things out of there. So that's 12 and 8 is what? I don't know. 14? Okay. So I'm going to put this back in here because these are ongoing things. Like, for instance, one of my daughters travels a lot, so I put for her to please have safe travels. I also prayed for my friend, one of my friends that had a very severe health problems, for her to please be restored to full health. And still waiting. We're still working on that. Now, other things like this is a request I have. But, you know, people are stubborn. You know, it's a lot of times it's not God's will. It's people's will that they're just stubborn. But at least I know I prayed about it. I have it in here. God's taking care of it for me. Please help that person find their way. And they will find their way. So that took a lot out. Now, mind you, I haven't put a lot of things in here lately because I pray every morning and every night, and I do automatically give stuff to God easily. So this is to help. It's a tool to help you work your way into giving things to God and letting His will be done. Okay. So I really recommend that. Now, my experience with God, oh, geez, you know, it's really. I was going to read the Bible from the cover to the back, but I decided that I'm going to, I'm not really keen on that right now because, you know, it's been diluted by so many men that I don't trust men. And there's so many false prophets out there that I don't go to any church. I go to AA. I was raised a Jehovah's Witness, and I believe in Jehovah. And, I mean, that's my religion. I don't really practice religion. I have a relationship with my Father. Like I said, I don't go to church. I don't preach at people. But I do tell them my experience with God. My very personal experience with God is that He has always been there for me. The only time I haven't... I mean, I've always felt Him, but I'm the one who turned my back on Him. I treated Him for a long time like a byproduct. And, but now that I've become sober, I really rely on Him and treat Him as the Father He has always been. So, I get up every single morning. I ask Him to keep me sober. And every night, I thank you for keeping me sober today, and please keep me sober tomorrow. I've just always felt His presence in times of sorrow, in times of need. I just always feel, I never feel alone. I always feel like He's right there. When I pray, sometimes I'm talking, you know, so adamantly that I curse, and then I say, "Oh, sorry, God, I shouldn't have cursed." But I don't mean to be blasphemous. I just have such a close relationship with my God. Now, I would never date anyone that didn't believe in God. I was married to a person that adamantly claims that he doesn't believe in God. Now, I'm hoping for his sake that one day he finds God, but he certainly didn't find it through me, and we used to argue a lot about religion. So I just don't want to do that. We used to argue about faith, and I don't want to do that ever again. So I don't know how to convey my faith to you guys, but I do tell you that I don't give tithes to any church. I believe that's a huge manipulation. Because even the Bible, I think in the New Commandment, it doesn't say anything about tithes. I think it says tithes in the New Testament when they were building the church, but after that, it's just a ploy that they use to get your money. I also believe that the churches take those funds and don't help the people, especially the black churches. But anyway, yeah, I just really hope you guys give it a chance, you know? I hope you find a God of your understanding and that you give God a chance to work in your life. When I finally gave him a chance to work in my life instead of turning to alcohol as my higher power, I was able to stay sober. That's the only way I've been able to stay sober. I feel like he does it. He keeps me sober. I do the footwork, but he keeps me sober. Now, maybe I'll make another video on this in the future, but right now I just, it's so deep in me that it's hard to express how grateful I am, you know? I remember when I was a teenager, I was very, very lonely, and the only thing that got me through was my faith in Jehovah. So, man, I mean, I really feel like he's been a parent that's always been there for me. And I always ask him to bless my children, help my children. I know that my nephew took his life, but I believe he's with Jehovah, and I don't know everything. I don't know what that was all about, what caused that. All I know is that I wasn't angry with him when my nephew took his life. I know that I didn't feel any, anger. So I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like I don't understand a lot of things. That's what I feel like. I don't understand a lot of things. And I'm certainly not going to put my faith in man, because man will let you down every time. I also think that if this life is all there is, well, that sucks. I mean, I just can't even imagine that this life is all there is. But that's just my personal opinion. So anyway, I really suggest that you guys use a God box. Give it to God, pray over it. I know some people say that God doesn't work that way. God doesn't care about your personal problems. Well, maybe he doesn't care. I mean, I know he cares about maybe they don't feel he cares about their personal problems. But I know I will put my hand in fire to say that God works in my personal problems. So stay grateful, guys, for what you already have. And be peaceful, man. It's good for your health. Much love. Over and out. The God box will help you a lot with your depression because it takes that pressure off of you of worrying and obsessing. And it relieves the anger of things not being resolved. And depression is internalized anger and fear. So use your God box. Just slip it. Doesn't have to be fancy. If you want to decorate it, you can. But I find that it's not really a good idea to decorate it, because then people get obsessed with how it's decorated and how they want it to look, blah, blah, blah. And then they don't never use it or put off procrastinating. The last thing we need as depressed people is to procrastinate, right? Love to procrastinate. So yeah, just do it, man. Grab a box, put tape it shut, leave a little slit at the side where you can just slip in the piece of paper, and that's it. So, yeah, let's just do that for ourselves, man. I mean, The less pressure, the better. And believe me, this has relieved great pressure in my life. I used to like go to bed thinking about stuff, trying to resolve stuff, trying to figure it out. And I don't. I just put it in the God box and that's it. I mean, sometimes my brain runs, but believe me, it's a lot less than it used to be. This has really helped me a lot. So do that and just, try it for a couple of months and just see how many issues you have that are resolved. Okay? Let's make it a great evening, guys. Much love.